Kevin Costner's bid to dismiss Horizon's stunt double's lawsuit fails. Litigation to continue as only 2 of 10 claims dismissed. On Thursday, October 16th, a determination was made in a court hearing regarding the merit of the claims made in a lawsuit filed against Academy Award-winning filmmaker Kevin Costner by a stunt double on his film Horizon, an American Saga, Chapter 2. This yet-to-be-released film, as well as its 2024 predecessor and potential sequels, has been caught up in box office concerns and 2 legal battles since it made an exclusive premiere at the 2024 Venice International Film Festival. The lawsuit filed by stunt double Devin Labella alleges Costner facilitated a hostile work environment during the 2023 production of Horizon 2, going as far as charging Costner with sexual harassment. Labella claimed she was forced to perform in a violent, unscripted, unscheduled rape scene. Costner filed a request to dismiss the lawsuit on August 18th, but during a hearing on October 16th in the Superior Court of California, County of Los Angeles, Judge John R. Takasugi found that there was at least minimal merit to Labella's lawsuit. Now, the litigation against Costner may proceed. Background. Reader discretion is advised. The following information and excerpt from a lawsuit are of a graphic and intimate nature. According to stunt double Devin Labella, an unscheduled and unscripted scene was allegedly filmed for Costner's Horizon 2 on May 2, 2023. This scene, Labella claims, found her performing in a rape scene without the presence of an intimacy coordinator. Her description of the scene, as submitted in her lawsuit in May, is as follows. As filming began, Ms. Labella lay down in the wagon as defendant Costner instructed. Costner approached her and directed that she hang her boots out of the wagon as the camera team and crew continued to test out and frame their shots. Then, without proper notice, consent, preparation, or appropriate safeguard measures in place, such as the project's intimacy coordinator being called in, defendant Costner directed Mr. Roger Ivans to repeatedly perform a violent simulated rape on Ms. Labella. As directed by Costner, this unscripted, unrehearsed scene consisted of Mr. Ivans mounting Ms. Labella while miming the unbuttoning of his pants and using his body and arms forcibly pinning down Ms. Labella, who was on her back underneath him. Mr. Ivans violently rustled Ms. Labella's skirt up as if trying to penetrate her against her will. Her lawsuit adds, there was no escaping the situation, and all Labella could do was wait for the nightmare to end. In Costner's August 18th declaration, in which he requested Labella's lawsuit against him be dismissed, he wrote, "When I reviewed a complaint filed by Labella in this lawsuit, I was shocked at the false and misleading allegations she was making." Labella's lawsuit goes on to claim her ability to work was impeded upon, saying she experienced continuous reminders of the shame, humiliation, and complete lack of control she experienced during the May 2nd filming. She experienced sudden bouts of crying on and off set. When the film wrapped production, she was not hired to return for Horizon, an American Saga, Chapter 3. Costner noted that she would not be hired for the 3rd film in the series, as the character she had been the stunt double for in Chapter 2 does not return for the next film. While production on the film occurred in 2023, the sequel to the first Horizon film is yet to be a released film. Related, new evidence presented in Horizon stunt double's lawsuit against Kevin Costner. The 8 claims leveled against Costner. With the October 16th ruling, the litigation against Costner may now proceed. Here are the 8 causes of action that will stand against Costner. Of the sexual harassment claim, Judge Takasugi wrote, in order to establish a claim for sexual harassment or gender discrimination based on harassment, Labella must establish that she was subject to either 1. Quid pro quo demand, or 2. A hostile work environment. Judge Takasugi proceeded to cite Labella's claim that the scene was unexpected and conducted without an intimacy coordinator. Looking to evidence submitted, Judge Takasugi noted that a SAGFTIA basic agreement, used by members of the Screen Actors Guild, was included as evidence by Labella. This SAGFTIA agreement details that a performer's performance or depiction in a scene requiring nudity or simulated sex acts is conditioned on their prior written consent, which should take the form of a rider attached to their contract. From this, Judge Takasugi determined there was at least minimal merit to the cause of action. The 2 claims that were dismissed. While 8 of the 10 causes of action detailed by Labella in her lawsuit against Costner will carry on into further litigation, 2 of the causes of action were dismissed. An additional citing of sexual harassment was dismissed by Judge Takasugi, as the claim was wrapped up in a dispute between Costner and LaBella's legal team regarding her employment status with a Horizon 2 production. An additional cause of action, citing a violation of the Bain Act. LaBella does not identify anything Costner or any other individual said to her that would constitute threats, intimidation, or coercion of the kind contemplated by the Bain Act, writes Judge Takasugi. Rather, LaBella contends that she felt pressure to help block the shot because of the fact that Costner was the movie's director. As for Costner's move to have the lawsuit dismissed, his legal team had categorized LaBella's lawsuit as an anti-SLAPP measure. SLAPP is an acronym for Strategic Lawsuits Against Public Participation, and Costner's legal team accused LaBella and her lawsuit of seeking to intimidate and suppress Costner's freedom of speech as an artist. This was supported on one of two prongs, with Judge Takasugi writing, while the court is somewhat skeptical of Costner's characterization of the rape scene filmed as intended to portray the horrific struggles endured by women, the court agrees that the extreme vulnerability of women in the journey across the American West is an important aspect of American history and a matter of public interest. The judge went on to cite a court case filed against Kathryn Bigelow's Best Picture-winning film The Hurt Locker, 2008, which dramatized the Iraq War. However, in the case of Costner's lawsuit, it failed on the second prong, compelling the anti-SLAPP claim was struck down. The second prong pertained to LaBella's ability to demonstrate a probability of successes to her claims, to which the court disagreed, citing the evidence and account presented by LaBella. In a statement made by one of LaBella's lawyers, named Kate McFarlane, McFarlane said, as quoted by Variety, "The creative process cannot and does not give men in power complete impunity to abuse women like Ms. LaBella. We were confident we would prevail against Costner on this frivolous motion, and we did. We anticipate Costner and his legal team will continue to employ similar tactics in an attempt to prevent their despicable conduct from ever reaching the eyes and ears of a jury. We won't back down." Marty Singer, one of Costner's lawyers, responded to this development in the case, saying, as quoted by Variety, "While we were disappointed with the court decision to allow her remaining causes of action to proceed, the evidence is clear that they have no legal or factual merit, and we plan to appeal the court's decision promptly, in spite of